Hey guys, so last night was a pretty weird night, which is why I thought I'd share my story with you. Uh, anyway, so here's what happened. It was it was Friday night, and we were gonna all go out clubbing for the International Students' Night at this club called Tresor. So it started off great with playing beer pong and chilling out. Then we, made our way across the city to get to Tresor, and as far as I can tell, I can only remember like 15 minutes of being in the club. I just remember going in there, having some tequila slammers, and then getting my coat. That's all I remember, but apparently I was there for a couple of hours. Well, at least there's pictures on Facebook of me hanging out there, so I just, anyway, started browning out, when you're getting little memory losses. Apparently it's called browning out rather than completely blacking out. So, flash of me getting my coat, stepping outside the club, don't remember anything. Then at some point I've got a flash of me holding a kebab, and then nothing. And then the next flash is I'm on a regional train, not even like the underground or the tram. I'm on a regional train, long distance, and the conductor's asking for my ticket. And I'm reaching for my ticket before I can even get my wallet out. He kicks me out. He kicks me out of the train. So I'm out of the train and I'm looking around, and there's nothing. This is just nothing for miles, just snow-covered fields. There's like a motorway in the distance. I'm in this place called Birkengrund. I've never heard of it in my whole life. I'm just sat there in my coat, not wearing enough layers, just going, and then the cold sets in. I stagger over to find, it's got a list of all the train times, and I've got my face pressed up against it, squinting with all my might to try and make out the words because they're all really blurry. And I see 4:55, and I was like, okay, I can wait until 4:55 for the next train. What time is it now? 2. Crap. So I start, walking around. I was just like shivering and walking up one platform, then underground, and then back up the other platform, just walking. And I ended up, it was like the shiner just sat there, so. So I was just sat there, contemplating. There was actually a bike chained up. I was, figuring out if I could, whip off that chain and cycle somewhere, if I knew where I was. So, 2 hours elapsed. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die of hypothermia because I told you I wasn't wearing enough clothes. And then suddenly, the train, I just hear the boom, 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 Zug abfahren. And out of nowhere, this just train comes, and it's like, finally, just climb inside. It's just, oh, it's so warm. I'm sat in the chair, and it's fantastic. And then it has a list of all the stations to go to. And the next one is Großbieren. And I think, wait a second, there's a street right near my house called Großbierenstraße, and I know there's a station there. Maybe that is the station where I live, so I can just get off there, then I can walk home. It'll be 20 minutes, and I'll be back in my bed, and everything will be fine. So I'm on there for about, 2 minutes. We arrive at Großbieren, and I get off confidently. I look around and I don't recognize a single thing. It's just as desolate as the last place. I'm like, I've just gotten off on the train, the next stop, and it's just as isolated, just as desolate, and more importantly, just as freezing cold as the last stop, and equally as far away from home. Apparently, Großbieren is a completely different town to Großbierenstraße. Things you know now. I wish I'd known that now. But anyway, so it's like, I'll just get the next train coming through. When's the next train? An hour. I don't think I'm going to last an hour. I mean, this temperature, so I've got to keep moving, It's just like, you know what I do? I'm just going to walk to the next station. That way, I'll get there and I can meet the train, and I'll keep walking, keep the, circulation going and keep warm. And except I don't know where the next station is. What is the only sure way of finding the next station? Following the train tracks. So, with a moment of genius, I stride to the end of the station, I unclip the little safety latch, leave the platform, and start walking on snow opposite the train tracks. I'm just like clomp, stomp, 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 crunching through the snow. I can see the station in the distance. I'm just like, this is the smartest idea anyone's had, walking drunk along some train tracks. So I'm stomping, and then there's like animal tracks, and in the distance I see like this one wolf just crossing, and then he just looks at me, and then he just leaves again. I'm like, where the hell am I if there are wild wolves prowling the train tracks? So I keep walking, you know, at least I'm warming up. Eventually, you know, minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes elapse. It's been like 30 minutes, and I finally get to the station. I'm sort of, you know, peeking my head up on the platform, and it turns out it's this service station, so the trains don't even stop there. This is just where they go to get repaired or to get cleaned or something. So I start panicking. Oh no, I'm out here, I'm going to miss the last train. I've got to go back. So I start running as fast as I can next to train tracks, you know, in the snow, and, you know, keep my ears open, because if a train comes, you know, I'd be dead. So I just need to, you know, get this whole plan. If a train comes and I hear it, you know, I'm just going to lunge out of the way into the snow really dramatically, and I'll be completely safe. So I'm jogging, I finally climb back onto the platform at Grossbeeren, and I get on the train. And it's all fine and warm, and it's going to Südkreuz, and I know where Südkreuz is, so everything will be fine as soon as I get there. So you train's up, you boom, boom, and then the doors unlock, and I'm just standing there and waiting for the, you know, doors to open, and suddenly I need to be sick. So, crap, I can't be sick on a train. That's disgusting. I might get a fine or something. I'm looking around, and there's a little trash bin. I look inside, but there's, you know, no bag in, and I don't want to puke in there. Someone's gonna have to clean it up. So doors open, I rush out, get on the escalator, I'm going up the escalator. It's like, come on. I'm just sick in my mouth. I'm just covering my mouth, and I know people look at me because they think, "What the hell's that word doing?" But and there's all these police for some reason, all these transport police in Südkreuz, and if I'm sick in front of them, I'm going to get a fine. I'm going to go to prison or something. So, you know, walk out yourself. Like, so, you know, just quickly pick up the pace, find the bins, and in Germany they're really big on recycling, so they've got like 4 bins next to each other. First one's cardboard. No, vom's not cardboard. Next one, packaging. It's not packaging either. Oh, finally, you know, everything else. So I just, you know, blow chunks into that little section that they made up, you know. No one saw. It's all cool. It's all cool. Then I finally locate the proper train, you know, get a coffee out of the vending machine. By this time, my hand, like, you know, twisted and frozen in that position. So, you know, just trying to get the cup out of the machine. And, you know, I'm so calm, just happy with something like, ow, ow, ow. And finally, I get the S-Bahn to Lankwitz, which is near my house, and then I get a bus. And never in my life have I been more relieved to get into my bed at 7:30. So, I don't know, I must have left the club at 2. I got to the Birkengrund whatever thing at like 3, and I get in bed at 7:30. All my friends are out clubbing till like 5 AM. They got home at 6:30, so I probably should have stayed with them if I wanted to get home anytime soon. Right, in fact, I've got this map prepared in front of me where I'm still trying to piece this together. I mean, usually if you've got one of these stories, one of your friends fills it in for you. I was apparently completely on my own for the whole trip. Right, you look. Right, right, there is the club, and then all the way down. Right, that is Birkengrund, and that's Grossbeeren. And if we look, the size of the city, I went from there to there somehow, and this is a regional train. The only way you can get on a train is from there, so I must have. It's like 6 trains to get there. I don't know how you can drunkenly stumble from like there to there to there to there. We're not supposed to be going there. So to this day, I still do not know what happened between leaving the club and getting kicked off the train. It doesn't make sense. I can't find my way when I'm sober, let alone when I'm drunk. How did I get onto a regional train? Do you have these answers? If you have any information, then email me. Did you see me stumbling around Potsdamer Platz? Did you push me onto the regional train? Was it you? Did you push me? Did you say, hey, this is a drunk guy, he wants to get on this train, but really we're going to push him on that one, which is ticket 1, let him on. The mystery continues. Although there's several lessons you can learn from this. A, pace yourself when drinking. B, don't walk on the train tracks, it's really not safe in hindsight. And C, always wear plenty of layers if you're planning on going on a drunken walkabout, which will take you approximately 70 kilometers from where you're trying to be. Anyway, don't do what I do, learn from my lessons, adapt and grow. Good night.